Okay, you amazing, incredible, fantastic, marvelous, magical, masterful coach. Yes, you. You're on my list. You're getting this email because I know you are committed to growing your coaching. You are committed to being a powerful, solid, masterful coach. Whether or not you go for your MCC, I don't care. I'm here to help you truly be the coach that you were here to be. And I'm going to share with you a couple of little insights and myths and sticky spots that tend to happen in our coaching. And I come across these all the time when I'm mentoring and when I'm training and in my class as well as everywhere else. I run into and I see coaches struggling with this, going for their MCCs. I have come across MCC assessors and trainers and mentors and experts who deliver this well-intentioned, well-meaning, highly inaccurate and problematic uh, advice. Oh, I really wish that coach. I get why this is being told, and I'm not completely saying don't tell coaches this, don't get this in the training. I get why it's told, but there's a problem that comes along with it. And there's an unintended impact that happens. All right, so let me clarify what I'm talking about. There's a myth that's out there, and you probably heard it, something to this effect. The numbers may differ, but it's basically in your coaching, and by the way, especially if you're presenting or recording or doing your coaching live for assessment and all that stuff, this then becomes even a stronger, compelling urge. But even then, without that, here's the rule that you must follow. Please don't. That in the beginning of your coaching, you need to get the agenda, the topic, the agreements established in the first 10 minutes. Get it locked and loaded in the first 10 minutes. And then, and there's variations, in the first 5 to 7 minutes, in the first 12 minutes, whatever it is, there's this mandate of you need to get your coaching focused, clear, agreements, solid, set, locked in stone, let's go. Now, I understand why that's being taught, and I don't necessarily disagree with it entirely. But remember, my job, we're teaching that to beginning coaches. We're teaching that to beginning coaches. Why? Because it's forcing us to keep a sharp focus, to move forward and deeper, and to go back in and get clarity and focus. And that there is a truth. We cannot really coach powerfully unless we have a clear topic and a clear direction and a clear focus. And that we have clear agreements about how are we working, where are we going, what is this all for? This is our natural human design is we don't do that. Or we kind of wander and meander and we'll kind of figure out in general what it's about. And so that's why I think in our training that we're being nudged, we're being pushed, we're being challenged to really let's get clear what we're talking about in the first 10 minutes. Because if you've got a 45-minute coaching session and you just took 35 minutes to figure out what this is all about, well, you only got 10 minutes to do coaching. See, and this is where the problem lies. Because now coaches feel that struggle and they feel like, oh crap, I have to hurry. I have to rush through this. And that is where one of the major problems occurs. And I have watched, I've witnessed, I've heard coaches time and again rush through the beginning because there's this programming that you have to get it done in the first 10 minutes or whatever the number is. And so then we shortcut and we grab the first topic that shows up. Well, I want to work on my productivity. Great. So we're going to do productivity coaching and we're going to start coaching. And now you're just throwing tools at them to fix their productivity. Ooh, slow down, coach. Slow down. Because productivity is just a category. It's just generic. It's just, I mean, it could be 1,000 different things. So take the time. What are we talking about? Now, you'll also get clients who don't come with just the quick topic. Oh, I just want to work on my productivity, right? Let me clarify that a little bit, then I'll jump to the other one. So we've got, well, what does productivity mean? Where are you noticing the problem? Where are you stuck? What is the challenge? What will it look like when you are productive? All of these is actually to hone and narrow down and clarify and get to a clear point of what specific, I mean, that's like saying, I just want food. Want to narrow that down a little bit? Oh, yes. No, I want a sandwich. Want to narrow that down a little bit? I want a sandwich that has meat in it. Want to narrow that down a little bit? See, that's all. Just swap out all of those for your client's topics. What we want is we want to get really clear and bring it in when they talk about the vague concepts and topics, give it a clear context. Pull them and have them share their real problem and issue. Why is this coming up now? Why is this an issue? Now, the other part, the problem, is that your clients are bringing you a giant story that's going to take 18 hours to get through. Well, then, of course, it takes a different skill set and muscles, but you're still narrowing down and getting a clear focus on what are we working on. Look, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying it's important. I'm saying that we need to take time. Slow it down, coach. Our schools teach us these simple structures to rewire how we engage in conversation, but it unintentionally creates the urgency and the rushing. And when you rush with your clients, you're going past all the beautiful, rich, delicious, important stuff. I promise you, if you take your time and you just ask 5 different times of clarity, 5 different points of focus, whether it's what are we really talking about? What it makes this more issue? Where is this a problem? How will this be when you're done? Just get at least 5 times, maybe more. If you take your time, your coaching will be so much deeper, so much easier. Now, in the Fast Path to Master Coaching, which is the advanced coach training program I teach, this is high level deep dive stuff. You have to be trained already. You have to have this already in you, but we are going to learn how to go fast and deep, right? And still have that permission. You know what? If it takes 13 minutes, it's okay. Here's actually the bonus on how that time gets to be magnified and even more valuable. If it takes 25 minutes, that's fantastic. And your coaching will be amazing after that. We're teaching, you're learning tools and tips and techniques and strategies on how to leverage that discovery part, that agenda, that topic, that agreement, not just to satisfy the core competency, not just to get it clean and clear by the time so that you can move on to real coaching, but how you can use that time powerfully to create profound transformation even before you kick into the coaching. Oh, that's what's waiting for you. Go and check out the Fast Path to Masterful Coaching. The link is right there. Your journey is just beginning. I'm here to show you an easy, powerful, deep process, tactics, strategies, models, designs, platforms, layers, foundations that are locked in to reveal and move you faster into your masterful coaching. And I will see you there. Bye.